Or this one, the most popular remedy?
No.
Ah.
Hi, chaps.
Evening.
Welcome to Wood and Walters, the comedy show with a difference. It's offbeat.
It's zany.
It doesn't get laughed. No, but seriously, as nobody's laughing, we'd like to combine the best of those popular programmes, That's Life and Sale of the Century, by kicking off with an item about a woman who waited 20 years for an artificial leg and then was shown one she couldn't afford.
That's right. And also, on tonight's show, we've got Sir Robin Day.
This is true.
Yes, who's going to be asking the question, are women funny? We're going to be saying with men like that, do they need to be?
Let's just explain that Julie's only able to be with us this evening because she didn't get the part of Dolly in Emmerdale Farm. No? No.
That's true.
She passed the acting part of the audition, but she failed on slicing bread and setting the table.
Yes, before we go any further, I would just like to say that there's no canned laughter on the show.
But we have been promised it will be here before the end of the programme.
Yeah.
Oh, look! There's a sketch coming up now.
Like that, it's all the same whether you play it wrong or not, isn't it? Do you not know any proper tunes? Do you know Dream of Allwyn's? Lovely, that. That were on in Women's Surgical night. I had my cervix cauterised. I tell you what, do a Harry Lime theme. Dun 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 dun. It's great, that. Now that's dead easy. My Uncle Albert could play that and he had a metal plate in his head.
Very sorry.
Oh, no, you're all right. I mean, it were a blessing, really. If he sat with his back to the area, we could get Welsh television. Thing is, though, he's back inside now, though, back inside. Shoplifting. Caught outside Tesco's with £1/2 of skinless link stuffed down his trousers. That caused a certain amount of confusion as well. I was nearly had up on 2 charges. Oh, do you go to lots of concerts, do you?
Yes, when I can,
yeah. Yeah, smashing. Ever see Renato do Moonlight Sonata?
No, I don't.
On roller skates with a xylophone strapped round his neck. He finishes up in a wicker basket whistling Colonel Bogey while this woman in a sequin bra thrusts spears through all parts of his body.
Gosh, I suppose he escaped unscathed.
No, he bled to death, actually. Yeah. There was some kind of mix-up over who was working the trap door.
I don't think the principal would think that was terribly good for the Steinway.
Tough titty. What? He's lucky Mrs. Harris is off sick. Shopper says, what's the point dragging yourself round to the toilet when there's timps handy? No, I'm only kidding. No, we're only an old French horn. I see that Dame Janet Baker were in last week.
Oh, yes, it was marvellous. We could hear her practising in number 7.
Oh, so could we. I mean, here's me trying to listen to Mystery Voice on wireless. In the end, I come and knocked on door. I said, for God's sake, Janet, put a sock in it to give us something a bit more cheerful. And I told her, I said, listen, you get booed off down the British Legion, you would. Oh, yeah, I said, call yourself a music lover. Didn't know nothing. Tie, yellow ribbon, bright eyes. Having lessons, are you?
Professor Hartley.
Oh, yeah. Should ask for a refund. No money, kidding. Hey, I tell you, a lovely pianist could learn you a few things. Bobby Crush. Ooh, he can cross his hands over and everything. Lovely smile. Going to turn pro, are you?
Yes, I like to think so one day, yeah.
Yes, smash it. I tell you what, they're looking for someone down the snug at the Winston, you know. Yeah, good job. £5 a night plus any ploughman's left over from dinner time. It wouldn't have come vacant, actually. But a few of the lads got a bit tanked up and tried to jam pianist's head in late. They were a scream. So do you want me to put a word in for you?
Well, quite honestly, I do aspire a little higher than the snug.
What, the lounge?
I won't get a job anywhere if I don't get this right.
Well, listen, you know what you're doing wrong, don't you?
What?
Well, that dotted semiquaver is tied over the bar and the middle note of the triplet isn't an accidental. And another thing, nails need cutting.
Ever wondered what it's like to work with your sisters on TV? I had hoped they'd pack it in, you see, before they got to me. They nearly did, and then they had a #1 in Swaziland. By then I was old enough, you see, to join the happy band. Marianne's a kleptomaniac, we haven't been told the press. She strolls into a shop in trousers, then she strolls out in a dress. Valerie's an alcoholic, and we also can't disguise what Jane likes doing best of all, just see the bags beneath her eyes. Ooh, I hate my sisters, and I've always hated pop, and I've got this wild ambition to work at the co-op. They all think that I've gone balmy, no one ever understands. Got no desire to wear gold army, go woo and clap my hands. I just want a nylon overall and not wear all this gunge. Just sit and check the price of a Mary Baker economy sponge. Can you see me at the checkout doing all the chat? Saying have you nothing smaller, 'cause I'm not changing that. If you see us on TV again, all looking happy, here's how come. Marianne's just nicked 2 overcoats and Valerie's pissed on rum. Jane's just been through half the orchestra, hence the beaming smile. And I'm just dreaming of the day I wheel my trolley down the aisle.
How? Someone's written in saying, how do you get electricity from a lemon? To which I say, how the hell should I know? I haven't been out of the studio since 1957.
How did I get this? How can anybody watch this rubbish? When am I being paid? And where do I put my sandwiches?
How? How much longer can I sit here with these stupid gets? And who's got their hand up my leg?
How?
It's
how? No, how, I've just electrocuted myself. Tell you next week. Bye.
We didn't go out again last night. Well, Jack's tired when he gets in from work. I don't think we've been out together since my brother came back from Dunkirk. Anyway, so we watched television all evening. Now, he's told them next door, makes me sick, that we've got remote control. Well, we haven't. He just pokes at the knobs with a stick. He insisted on eating his dinner on his knees on a tray. I wouldn't care. There's gravy all over the draylon and sprouts down the arms of the chair. Well, we kicked off with our local programme, you know, all the things that affect the Northwest, like the biggest banana in Bolton and the man with the hairiest chest. Then, we had the cereal next. Oh, it's boring. It's set in a campsite in Rill. They just, bless you, they just stand round this tap in the wellies saying, Ruth, shall I come off the pill? We watched half of a play with Frank Finlay set in the days of the Raj, then the sitcom about the 2 milkmen, the gay and they live on a barge. Oh, and then the party political broadcast came on. We were both pleased to see. It meant I could make us a sandwich and Jack could nip out for a wee. And then BBC Two had this programme, The Mysterious Life of the Eel. They mate once a year when it's raining. And Jack said, I know how they feel. We watched the show Jumping with Harvey, riding Argos Superb Non-Stick Pan, with commentary by Doreen Williams, which seems a strange name for a man. Oh, and then Jack watched the women play tennis, and I read my new Judith Krantz. He doesn't know Chris Lloyd from Navratilova, he just likes to look at their pants. I nodded off during the thriller. I think it was called Loser Wins. It was Van Heflin in one of those raincoats, and Barbara Stanwyck was twins. Oh, Jack looked at me and said, bedtime. And I said, which would you prefer, me or for our Fawcett Majors? He switched off the set and said, her.
Cannon and ball wear braces and they're funny. So?
Yes, but I mean, what's funny about wearing braces?
Now, that's what you do with them, you sort of snap them about.
Yes, I mean, we can't do that.
We can. How we can't do that?
That's a night, though. What an idiot he turned out to be.
I thought he looked all right.
So did I, until he took his clothes off.
Well,
he was covered in hair. I thought it was some kind of jumpsuit. And he was tattooed.
where?
There.
Oh, no.
Yes.
What did it say?
Fireball XL5. It was very misleading. I tell you what it should have said.
What?
R101.
I went to live in this place called Bacup, which is in Lancashire, miles and miles from anywhere. And we were living next door to a shop, greengrocers. And you think, oh, great, living next door to a greengrocers, pop in, buy some jam. Easy. Not in Bacup. The guy who ran the shop is called Donald. He had this catchphrase, that's the one thing I haven't got. Literally say that every time. So you go into the shop and say, morning, Donald. Morning. Could I have a pot of jam, please? I'm sorry, that's the one thing I haven't got. I'll have a Harrier jump jet then, please. I have this fancy about Donald going to a party and scoring and taking a chick back to his pad. And they're in bed together. And she's going, oh, Donald. He's going, oh, lass. Oh, Donald. Oh, lass. Oh, Donald. Oh, lass. Oh, Donald. I'm sorry, that's the one thing I haven't got. It's hard to be an egg. To end your life upon a piece of buttered bread, disappearing down a hole in someone's head. It's not appealing, it's a full way for eggs to start the day. First we're boiled alive, then horrid housewives cut our heads off with a knife. It isn't nice to feel them eat up our insides. It's not endearing, no, it's such a fright. That's why eggs are white. Many eggs are brown. They take our jobs and bring the price of white eggs down. And though I'm liberal, it shouldn't be allowed. Though people say that they're the same as well underneath the shell. Take it away, John. Scrambled, boiled or fried, who ever heard of eggs that live till 95? And even if an egg should try to stay alive, nothing changes 'cause it turns into a hen and then the whole thing starts again. It's hard to be an egg.
And here we are, back in the living room.
Lovely. Well, the house seems fine. I'm not familiar with the neighbourhood, though. What sort of people live round here?
Oh, smashing. Lovely set of people. Really cheerful. It's great to hear them whistling as they board up the windows.
Oh, why do they do that?
I don't know, really, because if the football fans want to loot the shops, they will do, boards or not.
Oh, are we near a football ground?
No, but we are near the detention centre where most of them get sent.
Are there a lot of hooligans in there?
Oh, no. Very few, very few. It's actually a hospital for the criminally insane. They hardly ever get out.
Hardly ever.
And when they do, they've got to negotiate the glue factory before they reach your back garden.
Glue?
Yes, that smell you thought was the drains. Smashing stuff. My kids wouldn't sniff anything else. You fond of animals?
Yes.
Well, you get a good view out of your side windows of the trucks unloading for the abattoir. Any objection to coloured people?
No, none at all.
They're green, coloured green. I think it's a side effect, something to do with radioactive waste or some such.
Well, is there some kind of a tip nearby?
Oh, good God, no. No, it's all goes straight into the reservoir.
What about shops?
Ah. Now, you've got a 24-hour supermarket next door if you should happen to run out of anything.
That's great.
Like blue videos, vibrators, open crotch panties.
A sex shop.
Well, it makes sense, really, this being the red light district.
Look, I'm sorry, I can't live here.
Why's that?
Well, my carpet won't fit that alcove.
What's the point of trying to be some kind of optimist? You only get the boring half of what you wanted. Never mind, there's always cigarettes and getting pissed on the shopping list of things I can't afford called life.
I feel as if I am the victim of a giant con, that someone's out to see I don't get what I'm after. Never mind, at least for once I'm not the only one. We all lie on the soggy bottom sheet of life. Me and you haven't got a clue, but this is nothing new. Nothing new, nothing new, nothing new. Why should we complain? There's people like us everywhere. Just get on a bus and this becomes apparent. So even if we get knocked off, there would be plenty spare there. There's lots to share. The canteen dinner we call life. And if we don't go far, never find our star, we're nearly happy where we are. We are, we are, we are. I'm feeling as dynamic as a pre-war Kirby grip. But I'll cheer up if you will, that's a solemn promise. So buckle on your jolly smiling face and let it rip. And just don't sip the groggy anorak of life. And though it won't be sung, just say up your bum. And me, and here I come. Here I come, here I come, here I come. What's the point of saying what's the point? You have to try. You'll never climb a mountain in your old pajamas. A lucky bag of life. Good evening. And here I am again, despite a touch of groin strain. Now, some of you may be shocked to hear the word, but I believe in getting these things out in the open. In fact, do you know, I was the first woman in our crescent to say boob, and I've never regretted it. Now, yeah, where was I, darling? Oh, is it a groin strain, yes. Well, nothing serious, really. I had a heavy day's hoovering yesterday. I'm afraid I got a bit carried away behind the cistern with my crevice tool. Anyway, the other evening, I was snuggled up to Daddy in the lounge alcove, and something came up unexpectedly. Now, normally, with Jack, this wouldn't arise. But he turned to me. I was winding the wall for a mauve Guernsey, and Jack was picking his teeth with a library ticket. And he said to me, Chuckles, he said, what do you think to women's lib? Well, I was at a loss, which is for me.
In fact, do you know, when a burglar alarm went off in our crescent and was mistaken for the 4-minute warning, I was the only person who thought to cancel the milk? Yes. Anyway, I've since ruminated on my position. Unfortunately, I couldn't get hold of a copy of The Female Unit by Germaine Greer, but I did manage to read Doctor in Clover by Richard Gordon, which was the next book back on the left. So I'm not much further on into my research into women's live, but I do know what a sputum cup is for. Anyway, no, girls. About this burning of bras we keep hearing about. What? Darling, you carry on. No, that's right. I'm speaking to the... No. Some would say you don't get a decent jelly unless you put it in a mould. And B, there's nothing nastier than the smell of scorched elastic. You see, what it boils down to is this. Men and women were put on this earth different. A man was designed to walk 3 miles in the rain to phone for help when the car breaks down. And a woman is designed to say, you took your time when it comes back dripping wet. No, that's just my light-hearted way of saying we girls are genetically programmed to rinse those dusters. I mean, let's face it. If God had meant men to have babies, he'd have given them PVC aprons. But no time for more, unfortunately. And next week, I shall be discussing politics, international terrorism, the unemployment figures, and how to make attractive earrings out of kidney stones. Till then.
Come in.
Just go round and say we're really going to get short tonight, really smashing, won't it? Yeah.
Hey, come in, girls.
Are you not busy?
I'm never too busy to see the fans who put me where I am today. So, you really enjoyed the show then?
Oh, yeah. It was great, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Mind you, we're right easily pleased.
Would you like a signed photo?
Do we?
No.
No, we don't.
Oh. Oh, well,
I can't think of anybody else that would want one either, can you?
No.
I can't. Everybody at the office thinks you're really dated.
Has been.
Except Mrs. Singh.
He's Indian.
She'd never heard of you. Who is it she likes?
Max Jaffa.
That's right.
yeah, well, girls, I like to be perfectly fair and give all my fans the same amount of time. I'm sure there must be lots of them waiting outside.
No, there aren't. No. In fact, most people didn't even stop till the end.
What do you mean? There's nobody waiting?
No, is there not? No.
Well, to be perfectly frank, girls, I mean, most towns I play, they're usually beating down the doors to get at me. I don't mean ordinary fans either, I'm talking about your groupies.
That's us.
I'm sorry, love, I thought one.
Hey, the groupie. Aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. We're like, we do everyone that comes here, because it's like our hobby, isn't it?
Yes. It's like rugs. Well, like making rugs. It's a hobby.
Perfectly sure there's nobody out there?
Yeah, just us. What do you want doing?
Well, what sort of things do you normally do?
Well, whatever they ask for. We're like versatile, aren't we?
Yeah. Whatever is asked for, we will do.
They all have different things they want doing.
John Anson.
Hey, John Anson. Well, what did he want?
What was it?
Haddock.
And scallop.
Yeah, on a tray with a can of Vimto.
We posted leckers for Ivory Manuel.
Played Monopoly with Larry Grayson.
Hey, girls, I'm sorry, but I don't know how to put this.
What?
Well, groupies, I mean, usually they want to, well, make love to, well, whoever it is.
Did they? Larry Grayson never said nothing about that.
What? Sex?
Well, yes.
What? Ben, what are you? Which one do you want first?
see Marty Kane's in here tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, she lives on Ullswater.
Oh, no wonder she's so thin. They were a nice studio audience, weren't they?
Yes, they were. They were very appreciative.
Yeah.
Funny how they were all wearing those canvas jackets laced up at the back.
Yes, I know.